Good morning guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be reviewing the epic 13th Doctor finale that was Power of the Doctor that aired last weekend. All I'm going to say is at the moment guys, it's so good. If you have not seen it, go and watch it. It is one of the best episodes now, I think personally. I actually think it takes over Day of the Doctor for me. It is that good. I really enjoyed this episode. Spoilers, if you haven't seen it, I'm going to be talking about it in full. So if you haven't seen it, turn off now. So let's talk about each individual character, shall we? Let's start with Dan, because he wasn't in it that much, which I thought was a real shame. It would have been interesting to see how he dealt with all that. And then in the scene where they're all back, I know Dan wasn't in that. Or was he? I don't think he was. The scene where they were all in that TARDIS and the Doctor was asleep. And he didn't get to say goodbye. I thought that was quite sad. I thought they should have got their goodbye really. Anyway, yeah, I would have preferred Dan to be in a bit more. I think, like I said, I don't think it was a writing thing. I think it was his schedule at the time of filming. Maybe he couldn't do this episode, so it was only in it for a short while. Maybe. That's what I think. I don't think it's a goodbye Dan, that's it thing. I really don't. I think it's like a scheduling thing, to be honest. Because he's John Bishop. I think he was on tour at the time, or something like that. So yeah, that was Dan. The Master was amazing in this. I thought it was quite weird how he regenerated into the Doctor. I found that quite weird. That scene with that song and the dog and Simon looking at each other, that was hilarious. Some of the comparison to him and John Sim when John's Master did the Here Come the Drums in season 3. Oh well, quite funny. But Sacha Jawali played it really well. I don't think it's the last of the Master we're seeing. It's never the end of the Master, is it really? He can come back and do anything. The only bit I didn't understand is 1 minute when he's in the prison and he escapes from unit and he teleports, and then he's in the 1960 whatever, 1914 in Russia, the big beard where he force regenerated the Doctor. I thought there were 2 different Masters. I'm not sure. I'll have to rewatch it again. I've watched it twice now. I'm going to have to rewatch it because I'm quite confused about that. I don't know if it's 2 different Masters. I don't see how it can be 2 different Masters. But yeah, I don't know, that was confusing. He looked like he died at the end, but this is the Master. He's not. There's no way he's dead. He'll come back in some form of capacity. It won't be Sacha Jawali. It'll be someone else. Personally, I think he will regenerate like Time Lords do. Next was in it Yaz. I thought Yaz did a really good performance. I've never been keen on Yaz. She's not my favourite companion in all time, to be honest. But she was good in this. I don't like how she can drive the TARDIS. I get that she's been with the Doctor for 4 years or something like that. But I don't really like how she can drive the TARDIS. That's quite weird. River Song I can understand, because she's not from Earth, I think. But Yaz, I don't really understand why they did that with driving the TARDIS. I mean, I get it, but I just don't think it worked. I don't like it. I don't like Companion trying the TARDIS. But yeah, she gave a really good performance. I don't know why she had to leave at the end. There's no reason for her to leave. You know, she could have been there when she regenerated. There's no reason for her to leave. But then yet again, she probably wouldn't want to travel with another Doctor anyway. I've got a feeling, to be honest guys, I think she'll be in the 60th, which we'll talk about in a minute. I've got a hint, a very small inkling feeling that she might be in the 60th in some capacity. I think we're in for a big surprise with the 60th, to be honest. Anyway, more on that in a minute. Jodie Whittaker is one of the best performances ever. It's one of the best episodes ever. In her era. It was a really strong episode and she gave a really good performance. I loved her last line. Tag your it, I think that's hilarious. Doctor Who about to be tag your it. Brilliant. Normally in a regeneration episode, they know they're gonna regenerate, where she didn't until the end. So like David Tennant, he knew he was going to regenerate because he was warned. Matt Smith, he kind of knew because he grew old. Peter Capaldi, obviously, he was holding off his regeneration for the whole trying episode. And then Jodie Whittaker didn't really know he was going to regenerate at all. Maybe Matt Smith didn't, because that was his last incarnation, wasn't it? So I don't really know. Yeah, I think he did know. Anyway. But yeah, I thought it was a really good performance by Jodie. Everyone, they all gave their all. It was fantastic. I've got really no bad thoughts, to be honest. It is such a strong episode. And I'm so glad it was good. I'm so glad it was good. Legend of the Sea Devils was absolutely rubbish. And I don't say that about Doctor Who very often, but it's quite bad. Probably one of the worst episodes of the Sea Devils, to be honest. I just find it boring. So I'm really glad this was fantastic. I'm probably going to watch it again after I've done this, to be honest, because it was that good. Let's talk about the generation and that ending. So once again, spoilers. That regeneration was beautiful. It was visually stunning. It was filmed on a green screen, which I was quite surprised at. But then I get how they could have not done it on a green screen. But it was absolutely stunning. The cliff thing, I just thought it was absolutely amazing. It's something different. You know, normally we just get regeneration in the TARDIS, and the TARDIS explodes. Unless you're Matt Smith. So yeah, I thought that regeneration was absolutely beautiful, and the whole episode was a really good tribute to Jodie's era. It really gave her a good send off, and a lot of positive as well. I've seen a lot of positive comments about this episode, which I'm really pleased at. I'm really, really pleased it ended like this. And I'm really glad, as you can tell, that it was a fantastically written episode. So well done Chris Chibnall. He did a really good job in it. Well done the actors, they did an amazing job on it as well. Let's talk about the 60th and David Tennant for a moment. So someone on the last regeneration video, reaction regeneration video there, don't watch it now, said in the comments, because I was quite shocked how the clothes changed. They said that it's normal because it's happened on the first and second Doctors. I do not doubt in any form that it will be explained in the 60th why the clothes changed. I think it will be explained. You know, it's Russell T Davies, so I think it will be explained. The whole what thing wasn't as good watching it as many times as I have as the Watch used to be when David Tennant did it. Obviously he's older now, so his voice seems to be a lot deeper, and he didn't do his high-pitched what thing, which I wasn't expecting. But yeah, the what's on wasn't as climatic. That word wasn't as good as they were in when he was the 10th Doctor. The 60th, we've had the new logo. It's there. I'm okay with this logo. The Jodie Whittaker logo I wasn't keen on at first, but then it grew on me. I do really like it now. This one, I just think it's a bit of a copy to the old one in the classic era. I don't really understand why they've done that. I do like when they do a new logo. It's very, very similar to... it is the same logo and what it was when it was on the TV before in the 60s, 70s, 80s. But, you know, they've obviously modernised it. I think it will grow on me. It's very weird seeing a new logo on all their pages and stuff. It's so weird. Not seeing that logo that Jodie had. It's so weird. Whole Disney Plus thing, I think it's a good move. This was rumoured a few months ago. It's a good move. There's a whole thing at the moment in one of the news sites that they say that Disney do have creative control or something, but Bad Wolf and Russell have this final say. I don't know what's true and what isn't. Obviously the BBC aren't going to say it. Neither are Disney. I do believe that Disney will top up the budget. I do think that. I don't think they're going to have any creative control over it, to be honest. I just don't see it happening. You know, I know Disney are quite big, but I don't think they need it. And you know, they don't need Disney's input. They really don't. So I hope it's not true that they do have creative control. But yeah. I am glad it's on Disney Plus around the world. I think some new channels that air it before aren't that happy with it. I was shocked it was going from BBC America, because you know it's still the BBC. It's a BBC channel, so I'm quite surprised it's going from BBC America. Everywhere else I understand. BBC America I'm a bit confused about. Because it's the BBC show, it's a BBC channel. It's not going to be on Disney Plus over here. It's still going to be on BBC One and iPlayer. Which makes total sense. I would have liked to have seen it on... But then you don't really need it on Disney Plus over here because it's on BBC One. And everyone's got BBC One, you can get it from BBC One for free. So you don't really need it on Disney Plus over here. So it does make sense why it's not on Disney Plus over here. You know, everyone can get iPlayer as well. As long as you have an internet connection, everyone can get iPlayer. So you don't really need it. You don't need it on Disney Plus over in the UK, which makes sense. Right, I think that's it. I think I've covered everything. All in all, the episode was fantastic, and that regeneration scene was probably the best regeneration scene I've seen so far. I'm looking forward to what's coming. I'm not looking forward to the year wait, as I said in my regeneration reaction. It's only been a week. It's dragging. It's only been a week. But hopefully we're not going to get a year of nothing. You know, we've already had a new logo. I think soon we're going to get a companion announcement and outfit reveal, because apparently they start filming in November, which is in literally like 4 days time from filming this. So, you know, I don't think we're going to be in limbo for a whole year. You know, we're going to get a companion, we're going to get an outfit thing. We might get a series teaser like they did with the June in series 12. They might do that. You know, I'm sure Russell won't keep us in limbo for a year. I'm sure there's going to be loads of merchandise. Forbidden Planet doing new merchandise every month for every Doctor. November's the first Doctor. Go and check that out. I'm not going to personally buy any of the classic Doctor stuff. I'll probably more buy the 9th onwards Doctor stuff, because I don't really have any classic stuff. The only classic stuff I have are pins, so I don't really see the point of buying classic stuff. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you think of this episode. I thought it was wonderful. New, I don't know if I'm a new favourite. I think War of Mars is still there for me, but it's definitely up there with the top episodes. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you think, and see you in the next video.